What's going on, YouTube? It's Joe T again, coming back with a video on this Wednesday night. Just took my Red Empress out of timeout. He's been in timeout for about 2 weeks, but him and my Taiwan Reef always bump heads. And already after I did a water change, I had him back in while I was doing a water change. And as always, my Red Empress and my Taiwan Reef are always bumping heads, but usually my Red Empress is, wins the battle because he's a lot bigger and his mouth opens wider. But as you can see, they're circling around, sizing each other up. Hopefully my Red Empress doesn't go AWOL and chase everybody to the corner because everybody's swimming around right now. But yeah, I just did a water change. Turned off the oxygen for my power head so you won't see so many bubbles. Make this video. As you can see, everybody's doing well, swimming around. Doing good. Everybody's nice and healthy. Yeah, everybody's doing real good. And then I'd almost sold my Frontosa, had him on Craigslist. Had a lot of responses from him, but a lot of people wanted me to meet too far, and I wasn't trying to do the drive. But the other thing is, too, he's one of my oldest fish in the tank, besides my Taiwan Reef. And it's really hard to let him go, especially since I've had him since he was a fry. On my bottom, he was $15. At Aquarium Depot here in Citrus Heights. Hawaiian Peacock, if you hear me, what's up, brother? Glad you got to make a video of our local LFS. That's awesome. Jeff and Jason and Jack, they're good people. Everybody that works at Aquarium Depot, it's an awesome place. They're really helpful. All their fish are pristine. All their tanks are pristine. They quarantine all their fish before they put them on the sales floor. But if you live in Sacramento area, Aquarium Depot's one place. There's another place, two other places in Sacramento. One is called Aquaworks. It's a real good place. And then another place that's really big is Exotic Aquarium. So if you're in the local Northern California area, go check them out. Great places. Because sometimes other fish stores have other fish that, other fish stores might not have. So, it's a hit and miss every time, you go to your local fish store. So, when I go to the fish stores, I go to all three sometimes in one day. Just to have some fun, go check out, see what's new. See if they have any rare fish that I haven't seen before. Goes my sulfur head. Got 2 sulfur heads in here. A nice little lab. Luckily, he turned out to be a male. And my only DeMason, I had 2 in here, but one was dominant over the other and bullied him a lot until he pretty much died. He disappeared in the tank. I think he got eaten because he was so weak and not eating, and he got eaten by one of the other fish. So I never found his remains. There goes my peacock I grew from fry, from my batch from a while ago. Him and my German red have been going at it back and forth. My German red chases him around a lot, but his dad was a fighter. He had scars all over him. He used to fight with my OB that I used to have, and he was mean. I mean, I got rid of him just because he was so mean. But that's when I had a 55 gallon. That was a long time ago. My lemon Jake. He wasn't looking. I got 2 lemon Jakes in here actually. There's one less dominant, and there's my more dominant one. He's starting to finally color up. I hope he, blossoms up and gets some real nice color on him, because I'd love to have a nice other bright yellow fish in here besides my yellow lab. Everybody's doing good, and then eventually some of these predator fish, I know they're going to get too big for this tank, and eventually, I'll have to rehome them. But for now, they're okay. They're not too big, and they're actually docile for being a predator. There goes my polystigma. Picked him up at Petco for an amazing price because they had him labeled as mixed African cichlids for $5. I got him for $5. And when I got him, he was colored up and dominant between the other ones. He was real nice, but he's starting to gain some size and get some color. And then this Haplochromis, I forgot its name. Can't remember. Got him from Exotic Aquarium in Sacramento. And this guy, I got him at Exotic Aquarium 2. I'm just not sure what type he was. He was in a mixed African cichlid peacock tank for $12.99. And I knew he wasn't a peacock, so I picked him up anyways. There goes my other sulfur head sitting over there. He's been coloring up real nice lately. Thought it might have been a female, but turned out to be a male. He's starting to show egg spots and get real dominant. There goes one of my most dominant peacocks right here. Got him from the Aquarium Depot. He's got a little cloudy eye just because hit his eye on a rock. And I have this lace rock in here, and it's volcanic rock. But it is very rough and has can be really abrasive. So they tend sometimes to, nick their eyes, but his eye has actually been healing really well from what it used to look like. So, water changes and a little salt, it's going to heal him up. This was my one of the twins of my OBs. He's doing real good. And then this guy, got him from Exotic Aquarium 2. Said it was a blue peacock. But he's got a nice color. He's got blue with some yellows. But what's funny is my red Empress and him do the mating dance all the time. It's funny watching these male African cichlids do the mating dance. Blows my mind because, are they just doing it for practice? Or are they sizing each other up? Who knows? And there goes my blue OB. His fins got kind of tethered a little bit, but he's doing better because my frontosa was really picking on him really bad. But then, after I put my frontosa on timeout a few times and then put him back, this time go around, he's actually let up on him. He's not picking on him like he was. There goes my blue zebra. Very docile, territorial with it when he makes his little nest in the caves I made. But other than that, he is actually really mellow. And then his cousin, the red zebra. Small as this red zebra is, he has some attitude. He does not let the bigger fish push him around. Maybe the red empress a little bit. But other than that, he does not get bullied by any of these fish. And this guy I picked up at Exotic Aquarium too. I believe he's a Hoplochromis finesse. Fancy, I think. All these scientific names are so difficult to say. And my less dominant peacock over there, I've had him for a long time, and he's just always jet black. I wish he would color up because I believe he would be a nice fish. And then, of course, I got my electric blue peacocks. They never, I get them, they're colored up nice and that nice metallic blue, and then they just color down. Every electric blue peacock that I've had, some turned out to be females. When I had my 55 gallon, I rehomed them. But then these two happen to be males, but then they just went jet black. Because I know they're not so dominant. And I have a special guest with me, my other pet. His name's Charlie. He's a Morkie. No, it has nothing to do with fish, but this is my compadre right here. He's a Morkie. He's 1 year old, and he's such a good boy.